in terms of broader teams, there's quite a lot of data supporting diverse teams having a more efficient and creative output. How much do you think companies and brands are really baking this into their strategies right now? How much are they doing it compared to how much they're talking about it, Annukka?
Well, we've been talking about this as a society and in business for decades now. I think the truth is, in a lot of areas, progress has been rather slow, actually. If you look at recent information from, say, hiring executives, they're still pointing to the fact that a lack of diversity in the candidates they see and they bring into their organization is one of their major problems. So I think that the truth is it's been talked a lot about, but it's difficult. And to understand why it's difficult, we've got to look at the human decision-making process, not just in recruitment, but how do we make decisions at work and indeed outside of work? And there are three challenges here really to overcome if we're serious about solving the diversity challenge. I think the first thing we have to overcome is shortcutting. Shortcutting is where we have a restricted access of candidates for a job. People that know each other, people that know an executive search consultant, people that are in a database, people that are in a similar industry before, rather than getting all of the available information needed to systematically select a more diverse pool. So shortcutting is one. The second thing we've got to work with and overcome is subjectivity. Subjectivity is about using personal opinions rather than facts or evidence to make decisions.
And
we can't help.
If I continue, that is so human that, of course, we like to discuss with someone, and that might impact your decision, how you are actually making the judgment. So do you base it on your subjective opinion, or is it really fair and objective evaluation?
And then stereotyping, Annukka, which we see a lot as well these days.
Yeah. So leader is a leader. So exactly, once again, just generalizing the pools of talent that you are investigating or thinking about, and no need to maybe go into examples, but it's actually quite a lot of biases that the ones who are working with leader selections, leadership development, or staff development overall, that we need to somehow be more conscious and overcome the biases or the distorted thinking. And it's really a complex task.
No, it is. I mean, so I think for all organizations committed to a more diverse and a more inclusive workplace, they've got to work hard. We've got to work hard to overcome shortcutting, subjectivity, and stereotyping. They're rife in the modern society in the workplace, but they can be overcome. And actually, science gives us some really good tips on how to do that.
Yeah. And once you've got a more diverse team, obviously, you're then faced with the same challenges of talent retention, employee well-being. And what is there to add on that, Annukka, to make people feel that, okay, well, I've got into this company that I really wanted to, but can I actually progress? Can I be a leader here too?
Yeah. I think Richard mentioned earlier that anything that relates to people-related decisions is a complex exercise that needs to be done. So how we aim to approach it, for example, and what we believe on is the science-based approach. So you should somehow, if you want to develop yourself, or if you're the one who is kind of offering the opportunities for development and growth, it should be as fair and transparent and objective and based on relevant metrics and based on relevant data, and also utilizing, I would say, the most reliable and valid tools available. So it should be maybe the top tip how to do that is somehow to choose science over chance. But it's a tricky thing to do. So that's why I hope that all the HR professionals in the audience and all the business leaders are kind of getting curious in developing their own bias thinking.
Yeah.